So I'm back, guys, and so this is the card that we're going to work on tonight. It's my shaker card. I love this paper, and I love the dome. I love the stamp set, everything about this. This is the card, and see, it's got nice stuff filling it. Nice shaker card. I love it. Okay, so this is what we're going to make tonight, and I'm going to show you the stuff that we're going to use to make it. Okay, so I'm going to use this stamp set, and it's a bundle that I bought. It's still scenes, and I bought the die cuts that go with it. So I'm going to open it up, and you can kind of see what I've been using, because it's kind of off of here, but anyway, I'm going to use this die cut, not this one. I'm going to use the bears. I've got the bears right there. I'm going to use this die cut. I'm going to use this die cut. And so I've already cut everything out. I didn't think anybody would appreciate watching me cut stuff out. It's not really fun. And here's the stamp set. And they're the red stamps. These are the ones I haven't used, obviously, yet. So I'll show you the stamp sets. This one is going to be the inside of the card, and this one is going to be the outside on the card. And then I'm going to use one more die set that's called Rectangle Stitched Frame Dies, and they're all rectangles, different sizes of them. I keep getting it out of the frame. Sorry about that. Don't know where the camera is. I apologize. But this is kind of what they all look like. I love these. They do an awesome job. You can make them, you know, they've given you all these different sizes, but if this isn't the right size, you can make them bigger or smaller. So that's also great. And I hope my phone didn't stop the video. We'll check it out. So I'm going to keep going. It didn't stop it. Okay, so here's all the stuff that I'm using. And this is the new cardstock in the, it's in the new colors, the end colors for this year. And this is Seafoam Blue, something like that. I can't remember exactly the name of it. I'm not really good at that. But anyway, this is a piece of cardstock cut in half. So it's 4.5 by 11.5, and I'm going to score it at 5.5. So let's do that. We'll score this card in half. There we go. And now here's the pieces to the puzzle, as I like to call it. The next layer I'm going to put on the card is this sparkle paper. And I've taken all my die cuts out of the center of this paper because it's just going to go behind the other paper. So I figured, well, I might as well be economical and just save a little money here. So that's going to go on the next layer. And then the next layer is going to be from this wonderful DSP that comes 6x6. And it's one side, I've shown this before. So one side is photo, and the other side is the other side is what do you call that? Foil. It's silver foil. So there's one. Here's another one. Isn't that pretty? All those colors. I love it. And then there's the other side. There's this one. It goes with winter. Makes really pretty cards. There we go. And I should turn it this direction so you guys can maybe see what it's showing there. And that I just love that. What do they call that? Botech or whatever. When you have the dots coming in like that, it's really pretty. And then there's the other side. So either side would be really pretty on your cards. But I just wanted to show this one more time a little bit closer up. I know I've shown it before. It's in the holiday catalog, so I'll show you that at the very end. because I purchased this whole setup, which I'm using a lot of it tonight. So let's get this paper out of the way. I'm also using this paper right here, and I don't know if there's a glare on it or not, if you guys can see it. One side is got more of lines in it, and one side has more of dots in it. But what is this called? Let me see here. It's called Mercury Glass. It's kind of different, but I'm going to use this as my backdrop for my snow globe. So I wanted to show you that. That's how that comes. And then I'm also using this paper. That's this background right here. It's called Sparkle Glimmer Paper. Really pretty. All right. So, okay. So that's the second layer. The third layer, and I've already got my cutout on there for my dome it's going to contain all of the shaker part of it. I've already got that cut out, and I've got the Mercury Glass paper cut out. It goes right there. This is the inside of my card. Then here's the rest of the snow globe, and then we're going to use the bears. And on the original one, I did the churches. I thought that was really super pretty. And I've got extra bears cut out here. Make them for another card. But here's my bears, and they're going to go in the card. There's my greeting and then my trees for the background. And I used my leftover scraps on this paper to make the trees for the background. So it's actually pretty simple. I've shown you everything that's cut out. Showed you all the stuff that I used to cut it out, and I have a die cutting machine. Stampin' Up's no longer selling it, so I'm not really showing it. So I'm going to get started and put this together for you. So the first thing I'm going to do is use my Tombow glue. That's my preference of choice for sticking things together. And let's see, get this put together for you really quick. I like the liquid glue because it gives you a chance to like square things up and move it around a little bit. And there's a little bit more room at the bottom than there is at the top with this, the way I cut this out. So everybody probably has their own idea of how they want their dimensions to be cut out. I always start with a regular size base, and then I go from there and decide how much of what I want to show. So I punch this middle out just so I could save money and have, you know, the stuff that's going to show, it's just going to be the edge anyway. So I thought that would be a smarter way to do it. All right, so then I put this paper down and I figure out where I want this paper to hit on my other paper, and I get it in there pretty good. Then I take this and I'm going to put this in here like this. And so after that, that's where it's going to go. So then I take my glue dots, and the glue dots work best with this glimmer paper. So I'm going to take the glue dots and I'm going to apply it to the back side of this mercury paper. And this mercury paper has a shiny side and it has a dull side. And when you get it off the sheet, it has a film coating on it too, which I took off. But we're going to put this on the flat side, so the shiny side is going to be up. And you just want to find a place that has enough of that gray silver color so you can put these dots, these glue dots on. Let's see, I'm going to put about 4 of them on here. Let's go on this side, one right there. Well, that's not working too well, so I'm going to use my Take a Pick tool and put them on exactly where I want them to go. And this tool right here is amazing. This was a gift from my upline. She gave it to us last year at our women's retreat, and it's such an awesome tool. I thought, well, I'd never use that. I use it all the time when I make cards. So now I'm going to line this paper up again. I don't know if you can see this. Try to get everything back in the frame here. Okay, so let's see, where do I want that? Get that on there straight, Tracy. That just doesn't look good. Okay. Over a little bit more. I need to put this down. Use both my hands. All right. All right, now that's squared up pretty good. And you could probably trace on this other paper to see exactly where you want to put this so you don't have to spend so much time doing it, but I'm going to do it this way. There we go. Then I'm going to take this paper up. I've got it in there where I want it. And now we're going to put down the stuff that's going on top of that snow globe. So here's my trees, and I'm going to put the trees right here, just like that. And I'm going to glue those down. All right. So here we go. Get those trees down. Next comes our polar bears, and I want to pop them up. So I'm going to use some mini glue dots. And here we go. These polar bears are so cute, and I just thought they would be perfect in here. I almost didn't do the churches, but I'm kind of glad I did. All right, so you want to put him like that, or I should say her. It's a mama, obviously. It's with the baby, right? I don't think the dads have anything to do with the babies. All right. Okay. And there's the baby. So they're going to stick up a little bit. And then comes the fun part. We have two products that we can use to do this with. You can use one or both. I'm going to use both. We have the snowflake sequins, which are really pretty. And then this one is called Ice Stamping Glitter. And we have another glitter in our catalog too, but this one's in our special holiday catalog. And it's bigger. It's a bigger flake. So it shows up a little bit better in the shape of hearts. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on here. And you want to just put it on the center. That's probably more than enough. And then I want to get the snowflakes open and just do a couple of pinches right there in the center. I don't know if you can see those. Aren't those pretty? Anything that glitters, man. I like all the paper and stuff that glitters. Okay, so now the next part comes in with snow globe. Where's my snow globe? Oh, there it is. Thank you. I have a helper today. And so when I made my first card, I made a mistake. Where's my first card at? Here it is. And I went too close. I went too close to the top of it. So when you do your cutting out, your die cutting out, you want to make sure that you go down a little bit lower from the top. I just wanted to point that out because I have a little bit that's sticking out still. That stuff is going to get stuck too. So I got to figure out how to fix it. But anyway, on to this. So this is going to go over like this. That's how that's going to work. So what I have to do is I'm going to stick this down to this. And then I'm going to stick this down to this. So I have to take the glue off of this side, and I just decided to do it that way. I think I did it the opposite way when I made the other card, and I just think it would work better to be lined up better. Take off this adhesive ring, and I'm going to line this up. I don't want to get my head in here, but I might have to. I just want to get that on there lined up pretty good. Get it smushed down. Now all that snow glitter stuff is not going to go anywhere. It's safe in there. Yeah, see? Oh, and I just love it, those little snowflake stars. Some of them are a little bit bigger than the other ones. They must be stuck together. Okay, so then we want to glue the back side of this before we attach it to here. So I'm going to put some glue on it. Doesn't take a lot. You don't want too much, but you do want enough to make it stick down pretty good. All right. And we want to take this off. All right, now's the technical part where you got to line it all up really good. But I have got glue on there so I can move it around a little bit and make it all nice and square. All right, so almost finished, almost finished. So now I have got another glue. I want to show you another glue, and this is our fine tip glue. It works really good for doing details like this. I'm going to flip this over. Glue the back of this. And I don't have to glue the whole thing. I just need to get it in certain places to make sure that it sticks down in here is really good. All right. All right, and I'm going to attach this to this other piece that I cut out. And I could have used the other glue. I would just have to use like a sponge or something to get it on there. And if I have the fine tip glue, I should just use it. That's what I think. So, and I just want to put this back together so it doesn't close up on me. There we go. Put that away. Oh, it didn't do anything. Okay, technical difficulties. The glue did not come out like I thought it would. Let me try it again, one more time. All right, so I don't know when anybody else is doing this next week. I get to work a 4-day week, and then I'm going out of town on a girls' trip. And all I'm going to be doing is exactly what you see right here. I'm going to be making cards and all kinds of stuff. That's what this retreat is all about. And I'm looking so forward to it. I get to decompress. I don't have to get dressed. I can wear my pajamas. We got someone else that cooks for us. It's going to be so much fun. And last year I played a practical joke on somebody, so I think this year they're going to figure out a way to get me back. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you guys know when I find out if I get something pulled on me, because yeah, it was all the Halloween stuff was out. Let's just say that. And so I shared a few little nasty critters that weren't real with people in their beds, and the first person I did really freaked out, so it was pretty funny. All right, so that worked that time. There we go. Get this glued down. Isn't that pretty? I use more of the same cardstock to do the base of the snow globe. And then this was one of the die cuts in the glitter paper. Very pretty. And so I'm going to use some regular size dimensionals. Let's see if I have any of those left. There's one. I only need a couple. There we go. So put some dimensionals on the back side of this. I'll attach the base to the snow globe. We're almost done. Just gotta stamp the inside of it and put that together. Usually I do that first, but tonight I kind of did it backwards. Let me put this on here. All right. Almost there, see? Almost there. Looking pretty good. All right. So here is my greeting. And I did mess up on it the first time around when I made it, so I just did it again. And if you're wondering, I used Night of Navy ink to do my stamping tonight. And I just didn't figure you guys need to see me stamp something, so I just did it ahead of time. Just like the cutting out stuff, I didn't think that that was really necessary. If you guys want me to do that sometime, I can show you. But right now, Stampin' Up! Does not have a die cut machine. So I'm using my old one that I purchased from them, and they just haven't updated it yet. So I'm going to put my greeting here at the bottom. And, oh, I guess I didn't stamp the greeting on this one, so I could stamp that for you guys to show you. I do know how to do that. And this is the old stamp pad. It's the old style where you have to like flip and lift to get it to work right for you. Make sure this is nice and straight, line everything up. Put this in the middle. There we go. Perfect. It says, may the timeless message of Christmas fill your heart and home with joy today and always. Isn't that a beautiful saying? I think so. And you guys must be thinking, why is she doing Christmas cards so early? Well, if you do a lot of Christmas cards, you have to start them early. So yeah, so that leads me into my next little thing I wanted to tell you guys tonight. You see my little pad here is Paper Pumpkin. I have my way to get a hold of me through Stampin' Up! To order supplies. But I want to talk a little bit about Paper Pumpkin tonight. So last month when we ordered, we had to order by the 10th of the month to get the kit. And the kit was sent to me about the last week of the month I got it. And so I put everything together. Really cute Halloween boxes. This right here. So this is what I got. Usually they try to do, they don't do a lot of cards, but they do things like this with the Paper Pumpkin a lot of the time. But this next kit, if you order it by the 10th of October, you'll receive it, and it's going to be Christmas cards. And it's going to be a no-brainer. It's just like Christmas cards, they're going to have all the supplies there for you in a box, and you just put it together, and you have a homemade Christmas card to send to your friends and family. It's going to be 20 cards. So if you want to sign up for Paper Pumpkin, you can do it for 1 month, you can do it for 3 months, or you can do it for a year or 6 months. You can decide to stop it anytime during the year if you're not going to be home and you don't think you're going to be using it that month. But like I've gotten things for Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. I had spinner things one year for the 4th of July, and they were so adorable. Just loved it. But anyway, really worth the investment. If you don't have a lot of money or a lot of time, these are the perfect choice to start out if you want to start stamping. Just wanted to mention that. And here's the little advertisement about the Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkin. You can either go to Stampin' Up! With me, or you can go directly to Paper Pumpkin and then just put my name in. And my name is Tracy Hughes, and my zip code is 97222. The reason I'm telling you that is because I know that's how you figure out who the demonstrator is by putting in the zip code and their name. And so my name is right there, so you guys can read it and see that's how it's spelled. And my zip is 97222. So I want to put this up here again. The following month, they're doing Christmas tags. So this next month is October. They're sending Christmas cards. And in November, they're going to do a tag thing, and you're going to get 24 tags to put on packages. And I imagine it's going to be adorable because most of the stuff in our Stampin' Up! Catalog is adorable. I just love it. Anyway, so here's my card. See? Pretty simple. It didn't take too much. I didn't try to bore you guys with all the cutting out of everything. But yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cute. There's the inside. All paper products from Stampin' Up! And until we see each other again, Adios. Good night, folks.